back to another episode of Triple P&J. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn the notification bell on. Turn it on right now.
Yeah, right now.
All right, turn that shit on.
Please and thank you.
No, don't scroll.
How are y'all today?
Good.
Oh,
Recovering?
Yeah.
I'm a little tired.
You look like you need an IV.
I probably do. I ain't take one today.
It was our dearest Curtis's birthday party last night / housewarming.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of bringing the energy, but the struggle bus is real today.
The energy is mid-tier right now.
Yes, we took a break from the daiquiris.
Yeah, we're all drinking soda and water. Oh.
I didn't want to do my I don't have a coaster.
But it was a good turnout. We're going to use them.
Alright.
The new coasters I got
Yeah, you should
next week.
You should show everybody.
We're going to use them next week.
They're super cute. I love them.
Shout out to
Cress.
shout out to Cress.
In her business. Aloha Llama.
Aloha Llama.
Aloha Llama.
Doing amazing work out there. Love everything.
So let's get into it. What do you guys want to talk about tonight?
So if you had 3 wishes, because it ain't 1 or 2, 3 wishes, what would they be? And I kind of really want to feel like I want to start off with Willis.
Wow.
I don't know, you always got some interesting stuff going on in that head.
I make you think a little bit. So, like, my 3 wishes, I put a little thought into it. The first wish that I would wish, because everybody always wants to wish for more money.
Right.
The thing that I wish for, my little spin on it is, I wish that my bank account would never fall below $1 million. No matter what I've got, it will always be at $1 million.
And what happens, what makes it reoccurring?
That's
some family money, just
fraud.
Whenever it gets there, and I go. And of course, I don't want to be the beauty pageant and be like, I wish for world peace. No, I mean, but at the same time, I legitimately would wish, a better place to live, a better planet, if you will.
Right. Out of all the shit that we decided to do as humans, this is what we put ourselves through.
Right.
Yeah.
We're killing the planet, so it'd be like, all right, this is what's...
You have to work. You know what? That brings me into kind of one of the ones that I was gonna do, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish.
And then also, my third wish, it was... well, like I said,
What was the second one?
The second one is wish for a healthier planet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because, listen, if I'm going to be here for a while...
Right. You, the activist side of you.
Right. And then the third wish that I would have, since got a better planet, I'm always going to have money, I wish to remain the age that I am now.
Right. See, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
You don't want to live forever, and then just age, and you're just fucking
looking like dust and
not dust.
And I don't want to do that.
Right.
But I want to be like, all right.
You want to be at a comfortable age.
Yeah, I want to stay right where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think 30 would have been good. Because it's not too young, not
too old. Right.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And therefore I want to take that and say I want to live for, and that way I have stipulations on what it is, live for an additional length of time, be it 50 years, be it 100 years, however long it is. Don't age from that point forward up until however long I think I want to live. Give me time to get everything that I want to, and then I'm done.
So you can just end your existence at any point?
At any point.
Okay.
I'm tired of
this
shit.
bullshit. Okay.
That way I know. I'm like, all right, I've got 75 years to get all my shit that I want to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. And I got $1 million in the bank, and it's gonna stay there. And by the end of the month, it's gonna replenish. So let's do this shit.
Willis over here just buying bitches.
Left and right. I'm telling you right now, I will have a stable of hoes. Period.
Literally.
Maybe that's how I keep the $1 million in the bank.
Go to your $250,000 house and you literally got a stable. I'm like, what's that over there?
A dungeon.
That's little boo boo. He does tricks. He gives you the full boyfriend experience.
Motherfuckers out here doing backwards and shit.
Little boo boo.
Exactly.
You got a whole placard. Little boo-boo.
I treat my bitches right. You know, you're gonna get the name on
Ain't
something.
better than I do. Shit.
Exactly.
So since you already got yours in the front of your head, go ahead and.
So to kind of like tie into like the whole, like, because of course, you know, wishing for infinite money is kind of like, living without having to pay bills.
God, that would be nice.
You know what I mean? Just like having I guess, a sustainable amount of income to where it's just like, well, I don't know, it still ties into money. Just not having to worry about the shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, let me scrounge this together to kind of make sure I'm getting through the month, and then can I have some extra on the side so I go out and have some fun? Fuck that.
I want to live. I want to have enough. I want to have income to make me independent.
Financial freedom.
Yes.
That'd be a great thing. And then time travel, because I don't know about living forever, but and not necessarily going in the past, but kind of going into the future. I'm curious to know, like, because I like a lot of sci-fi movies. Like, if you ever, or TV shows, you ever watched Carbon?
The word carbon killed it. I don't know.
It was a really good show. It was a really good show.
If you said Star Trek, I could follow along.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But the way Carbon was, is like, basically in the future they have chips that were like, where your conscience was basically in that chip. So the human body was no longer considered just like, you know, your
It wasn't needed.
It was a sleeve. It was called a sleeve. So you can literally modify a body and download your consciousness into whatever body you want. You could look however you want, you could be however you want, and then they have like just the whole futuristic, like just flying cars, you know, the utopia kind of lifestyle, but just, and then things like Star Trek too, where you're like doing intergalactic space travel and shit. That'd be kind of interesting.
Alright, I can get behind that.
Yeah, because like, I mean, obviously we're making movies about it. What makes you think that it really wouldn't happen like 3,000 years from now?
Right.
You know. So, other than that, time travel, living without paying bills. The third one I didn't really think too much on. So, I'm gonna keep it real genuine on this one. I wish that.
You make this shit sound like an acceptance speech.
Right. I want to thank God. Thank Jesus.
Yeah. Anywho, I don't know, an abundance of food. Shit, where I ain't gotta. I wish I had a. Matter of fact, I wish for like a personal chef.
Ooh.
That'd be nice.
I guess
I would be.
Oh, okay.
Well, my first wish, I wish for free travel wherever and whenever I wanted. As many times as I wanted a year.
Period.
No budget. First class only.
A first class only.
First class only.
You want to fly that? What is that? Air Qatar or whatever it is.
Yes. Yes.
First class. Got
No
my own
spirit.
little pod.
No spirit. First class. Up in the sky. Yes, baby.
Right. In spirit, I have you ask like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna strap myself in to like this.
Do you need a chair? No.
Oh, you want me to stand?
I remember the flight attendant on one of my flights. She got scared through the turbulence, but this was Frontier. She was on the flight.
No Frontier, no Spirit.
She was like, "We're experiencing a little bit."
I was like, you sit down.
I need you to calm me down.
Right? Can we get somebody else on the plane?
She probably quit. I quit. I'm scared.
That was her first and last announcement.
Well, that was right after training. She was done. That's my first ship by myself.
And we almost died.
My second wish is I wish I could see the future. I would like to know, I mean, other people's futures, definitely. My own, like, things that are going to happen. Kind of ties into your time travel, but I don't really want to jump into the future. I want to just know.
You want to win a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
My third wish is definitely for an unlimited supply of money. Can I tie in two together? Because I don't want to pay rent either. So, I think that would help though. my unlimited supply of money.
Mm-hmm.
But I really just don't want to pay rent at all.
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous.
I can have like
shit
$1,000 in my bank account and I just don't want to pay rent.
Just don't want to pay rent.
No.
Some people be bragging about their rent. I paid $14. Okay.
And that hurts.
You bragging?
Right.
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 You're stupid.
Right.
We bragging about how much we pay for rent.
Right.
But it's just
$1,400
like,
for a studio.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
So my 3 wishes. My number 1 wish, of course, would be to bring my parents back. My second wish, I wasn't going to talk too much about that one. My second wish would be to read minds, because I say some off the wall shit sometimes, and I know people would be thinking, let me slap this bitch real quick. I just would love to hear what they had to say. Like, what's your impression of me when I walk in the room? Not y'all's, but everybody else's. And my third wish, it's about money. I wish everyone was rich. And I wish everyone was rich, because if I'm the only one rich, then the bitches would be asking me for money. So I need everybody to have their own money. I want everyone to eat.
Yeah, so poverty is not a thing.
Or how about we just do that? What if, like, if we had make it no need for money? Like, make money obsolete.
What?
Because, like,
A sustainable society to where we just thrive? Everybody. What?
essentially,
That's too good.
I mean,
They would have rules and regulations. I'm black.
Right.
I'm sorry. We're a lesbian.
Why do you got more tomatoes than I do?
like, going off of, like, what we've all said, and, like, going off this, say, the science fiction, like, with Star Trek, like, they don't have money in there. They, essentially, like, how it works is, how society works is, you do anything you can to achieve a higher status as far as, like, in whatever it is that you are passionate about, that's what you go to, and you want to be the highest ranked or whatever
Right.
in that field, and you don't have any stipulations because there's no money, there's no finance. It's just like better. Essentially, it's just the world is how much can we make mankind better. So
Instead of fighting each other.
to see who can over land and money, like
Right.
no.
Right, because you know I got money, you go be wanting to borrow shit. I won't got time for that.
Y'all ever seen that?
You keep your million, I keep mine.
Right. Sorry. That show, is it Black Mirror? Where they basically, their social status, or was kind of like their.
That was
fuck us
currency,
all.
yeah.
That would
Yeah.
fuck us all.
Right.
Well, like their social status was like their credit score. Like what we consider our credit score, theirs was like how many followers do you have, how many likes do you have. Like it was, yeah, that was.
You're
I'm sorry, I would
4.3. You can't fly. with
lower
us.
class.
Right.
I'm not speaking.
Well, no, because like once you felt like the episode he's talking about, once you got below a
You
certain
had to go
amount,
to jail.
you went to jail.
I would be in there all the time.
That was one of the few I watched. I remember that one.
Like, oh,
I'm going to be in jail every week.
every week, never get out.
Next comment.
Make my bed, I'm coming.
I'm coming back. Shit.
Right, before that topic,
I'll cuss her out.
drop down in the comments and let us know what y'all's 3 wishes would be, because we want to hear what y'all have to say as well.
Absolutely.
And on to the next topic.
Our
So
views
this-
on abortion.
Because like last week we kind of diverted off of the subject that we were going to talk about and got onto talking about abortion because it's still a hot topic and
It's a very real thing. So just to kind of like tie into that, for some of y'all don't know what's really going on right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe correct me on this, but like they're doing the whole. I think they're trying to overturn Roe versus Wade.
essentially what's happened is there was a draft by the Supreme Court that was leaked to the public. It hasn't went into law, but it was leaked to the public that the Supreme Court is looking to overturn Roe v. Wade. They haven't overturned it yet, but it is in consideration because the Supreme Court is now it's a conservative Supreme Court instead of a liberal Supreme Court.
Right.
And I'm gonna try this week not to get as heated as I got last week, so we can actually have a discussion about it. So, but yes,
Go ahead.
that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, and it's stupid because like I think just what you were saying as far as it being more conservative. So the vote is more likely to consist of them wanting to overturn it.
Right.
And I was watching like this whole it was like a kind of like a get together speech and they were just saying, like, one lady was basically saying that don't anticipate on one of the, I think it was the justices to try to save.
Justice Roberts.
I believe something.
He's the one. He's been in it. He came in during. It wasn't Trump's. Maybe it was. No, it wasn't Trump's. It was during. Who was prior to Bush Jr. He came in during Bush Jr. And he was supposed to have been a more conservative judge, but he's now more somewhat middle ground, but leaning more conservative. He actually looks at the facts of cases.
Right.
I'm not defending him, but yeah.
Right, and then so the case was basically to protect a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have abortion without excessive government restriction, and they're trying to make it to where they give it back to the states, so where the states have the ability to kind of jurisdict what you can and can't do. Mm-hmm. So like Alabama, for instance, is anti-abortionist versus how like states like New York would have went about it, and I can't like really get too detailed into it, but it's just all of it's just.
Well, sorry, not to interrupt. I know you were going to say something, but none of us have a uterus, none of us have a vagina. Jalisa.
I just feel like that men should have no say so in what a woman does with her body, what she chooses to do, not do. If she doesn't want to carry a child, she shouldn't have to. Nobody should be forced to have something they don't want or can't physically carry to a healthy term.
Yeah, I say keep it legal.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, back when it was illegal, like, you were having women dying in the fucking streets and shit, or in, like, these back alley doctor's offices because they were trying to get abortions, and it was just women dying.
Right, they didn't have the proper medical procedures to remove the baby. And they were trying to argue, like, the whole, like, which trimesters would be acceptable for a woman to like have the abortion. Like they're trying to say like the first trimester, like if it's life and danger, like if they know it's going to be a danger to the woman, that then it's acceptable. But after like at the third trimester, when technically the baby can live outside of the woman's.
Who's gonna take care of this baby once it's outside the woman?
Right.
Right.
Exactly. See, that's saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you've got these people out there who are just like wanting, like, you have to have the baby. I don't have to do shit. Like,
thank you.
You have all these children in orphanages and foster homes right now. They're complaining about the conditions there. They're being sexually assaulted. Nobody wants to put a child in those conditions, and you don't want to take the children out of those conditions. Like it's not adding up.
Right. It's like,
who said that earlier?
Make it make sense.
And it's not, the math is not mathing.
At all. Like, we have a friend, we all have I'm sorry, go ahead.
You were saying something, I think it was you who said something about like they want to kill like the inmates. The death penalty? Who said that?
I said that, yeah. Essentially, like, you have these pro-lifers out here, and I shouldn't say, yeah, pro-lifers, because you have two different types of people. You have pro-lifers and anti-abortions. Pro-lifers are these people who are standing on the corners, like, basically screaming at these poor women who are dealing with their own emotions, trying to handle their life, and they'll be saying, don't kill the baby, don't kill it, it's a baby, da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da, and those are the same people who are like, we're for the death penalty, roast him, fire him up, give him the...
I'm gonna have this fucking baby and I'm gonna leave it on your doorstep.
Right, you know, I'm like...
all of them. Every time I have a kid, I'm leaving it on your doorstep.
Exactly.
They should all love them.
They should have that like on like outside of your house if you were against abortion. Right, somewhere. So it's like, okay, well, you know, I go to your address and drop this baby off because
every time we have a kid,
it's a potential life.
Right, and it's just like, I mean, not just even for having a baby, you know. It's like I said, you have pregnancies where the baby, it's not going to survive, or it
has some type of deformity. The baby won't live long or some shit.
Right, you know.
A lot of people be trying to validate shit by, you know, saying, well, you laid down and made the baby, yada, yada, yada. Okay, bitch, accidents happen.
Right.
Accidents happen and everybody don't want to live with that accident.
Exactly.
There's other situations to where you might not have wanted to get pregnant and you got pregnant by someone that you didn't even want to have sex with.
Right.
So why would you make it not legal?
Rude, but I feel like women who can't have kids shouldn't say anything about it. You should not be out there protesting pro-life. It's not your business at this point.
I mean,
if you want this baby, take it.
Right. I can get behind you on that. I mean, I can. I mean, I'm not.
It's always women who can't have children or women who have children of their own that say something about it. Like,
It's because they're just putting more emotion into it.
I guess so.
Like
they feel strongly about not being able to have children.
Kids, yeah. Just because you can't have kids doesn't mean you should be like, okay, well, since I can't have a kid, you better have that kid. Like, try to be grateful, you know? Yeah, I mean, you're trying to.
And going on our previous conversation, the majority of these people their whole argument about it is because the Bible says so. Or
the Bible says
God says so. Right.
And not everybody even believes in the Bible, let alone Christianity.
That's exactly where I was going. It's like, I mean, you all know me. Most of the people who watch our channel, they know me. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I don't care what your Bible says. I don't care. I don't. Like, there is literally, and I don't want to speak verbatim. There's it's the Turks news channel. I can't remember. Anyway, this woman, she went on this long speech about saying she doesn't care about Christian mythology and Christian beliefs because she doesn't believe in it. I'm right there with her.
Christians don't even follow their own beliefs. They pick and choose which ones they want to follow, and then they apply that heavily.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you're ignoring everything else that you're doing, but you want to focus on this.
Right. And it's like the United States is not a theocracy. It is not. As much as these people want to scream from the top of the roofs that, you know, God's in no, he's not. The forefathers was like, no, we do not want religion in our government.
It's a convenience thing. I feel like it's used for political campaigns whenever it's like, I'm a man of God and all this other stuff. Okay, but y'all use anything to try to boost your character.
Exactly.
The Bible also says not to cheat on your wife.
Right. Like, you got the top 10.
The Bible says a lot of shit that we do.
Exactly.
Right. Like,
y'all out here buying prostitutes and shit with the money that we pay off.
Right. And, like, it's like, not saying anything about prostitution. But, like I said, if you want to look at Christian mythology, like, you got the top 10. Don't kill, honor your parents, one God, all that other stuff.
The 10 Commandments?
I call it the top 10. Follow that. Nowhere in there does it say anything about you cannot have an abortion. And do not tell me that that clump of cells is a baby. Do not tell me that.
Let's take worm.
Right. Like, if it's that big. It is that fucking big.
He has the potential, Willis. He has the potential.
So does every little fucking sperm that comes out of me whenever I jerk off. Okay, but I don't give a fuck.
Flush down the toilet.
Bye.
Washed away.
Bye. And, like, I'm sorry. Like, it's...
Bye, Dad.
Right. And, so, no. Miss me with that because it aggravates... And going back to what I was saying last week, where it was like you essentially have, I know, I'm sorry, I get mad about this, I do, but it's like right now, it is, like I said, the birth to death ratio, there's more deaths than there are births right now, and you've got these people out here, and this is my belief, comment below if you disagree with me, don't care if you do, but comment. That, like, you have these people, the elites, who they need to have essentially, the tax bracket that we are, the lower class. You have to have lower class people in order so they can have low labor, cheap labor.
What they should do is create a more stable economy, and then people might want to actually have children.
Right.
What? A stable can't have that.
Like that would solve all your problems.
Right.
Right.
Nobody wants to worry about, oh yes, I have to pay for my child to go to school, I have to pay for daycare, I need to pay for my child's college. Like, nobody wants to worry about this shit. I'm in my 30s, I don't want to do that.
And like right now, I mean, Jesus Christ, there's a fucking baby formula shortage.
Right.
Like you can't get baby formula, or if you can, it's like $30 or $40 a can.
Right, so now they gotta suck on them saggy ass titties.
Well, not
And
even
then I
that,
feel bad for the moms that can't breastfeed. Like,
well,
Right.
it takes a lot. It takes a lot to give baby like food. Like you can't sustain a baby off of just breast milk.
No.
Like that's a lot of breast milk production. For, you know, that's where baby formula comes into effect. But hold on, I was looking up people's arguments as to why abortion should be, like why they're against abortion. And the first one is abortion is murder.
It's not.
Second one is life begins at conception.
No, it doesn't.
So unborn babies are human beings with the right to life.
No, it
did
doesn't.
you tell your grandma that when she was sucking dick?
Right.
Thank you.
It ain't swallowed. They say
Thank you.
fetuses feel pain during the abortion process.
What?
We all feel pain.
Right.
R.I.P. baby.
Show me their nervous system.
It's not even developed yet.
It's not even correct. Like that.
When does the baby's heartbeat
I
start?
need a fact.
So if it's
behind
murder, they just gonna put all the doctors that.
They said
Well,
No,
America.
essentially that's what Texas has done. I don't know if it passed or if they tried to pass it. Essentially in Texas, if a doctor is caught performing an abortion, then that doctor can be sued. Also, if a woman, here's the funny part. Your neighbor, let's say Jalisa, you somehow wound up pregnant.
Lord.
Somehow.
Not Jesus. I'm married.
And so essentially, if you went and had right, that's my baby daddy.
He's not pregnant though.
I'm not pregnant.
I'm
She is.
I'm so confused.
And so, if Jalisa went and got an abortion, her neighbors could report her.
Oh.
What happened to your baby, bitch?
Right. Exactly.
Oh my god, I left it at the store.
It's at Walmart. Let's go get it.
And if
got kidnapped.
they start the process, Jalisa has to provide justifiable proof that she had a legit miscarriage.
You want to see my bloody drawers?
And she did
No,
not.
that's sick. That is sick.
And
Oh
so
my god.
it's like a fucking process right now that what women have to do.
Sick.
And it's just
I tossed myself down the stairs. Send me to jail.
and well they could, because like there's also legislature trying to be passed where if you have a miscarriage, that is essentially your fault.
No. This lady actually went to jail because her baby died after she had it. And hold on.
But no, like if you have a miscarriage, you could go to jail because you didn't take care of your what they call baby.
Lord damn.
Like it's getting fucking ridiculous.
They're getting out of hand.
And going back to like again, what
That's
we
just down.
Yes, she got arrested.
Oh, yeah,
Because,
okay.
she had a
They
stillborn
really-
child.
hang on one second.
She got arrested because she had a stillborn child. I guess she did something with the baby. I think she either tossed it in the dumpster or something because it was a stillborn. It wasn't breathing. She got arrested. She had murder charges put on her because the baby was a stillborn. They had to drop him though. Had to drop him because they couldn't prove that she murdered the baby.
Right, because
Who brought that up? Like, who tried to make that a thing?
Whoever found the baby in the dumpster, I guess.
Yeah.
They're fucked up, but still.
like it's essentially like this is what women are having to deal with. And going back, like I said, we were talking about last week. Like you've got states now trying to make condoms illegal, Plan B illegal.
They're trying to ban How the fuck you gonna try to ban contraceptives?
Well, that's just
Because they
it.
want people to have babies.
They want people to have babies.
What
so
about the diseases that come with not wearing the damn condom?
They
They
don't
said
get-
y'all got health care, and we really don't. But
and
still.
we don't because it's fucking expensive.
Right.
And like essentially, they want
Oh my
cheap
goodness.
labor.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you can hire somebody in at minimum wage and they'll work minimum wage,
Some people believe that abortions reduce the number of adoptable babies.
which is bullshit.
Right.
You're not even adopting the babies that's already there.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all have a mutual friend we all know her. I'm not naming names because this is her job. Like, she deals with the foster system every day. And, like, they're so backed up. Like, it's her and her coworkers are working, like, 12, 15 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, because it's that fucked up. I just,
Why would you want to bring a child into these conditions?
Right.
Anyways? It's full as fuck.
And stop, and see, and the thing with it is, like, stop putting all of this on women. Like, y'all got enough to fucking deal with.
Men need birth control themselves. They need IUDs for the penis or something.
I agree with that. Like, when you turn 18, or when you become...
A vasectomy is reversible.
Exactly.
Have one of those at 18.
Not even 18, because kids are fucking around whenever they're 14, 15, 16, 14. Whenever.
Well, I still think 18 should be the reason why I kind
You
of
can get it reversed at 18 if you want to.
Well, if you make a mistake at the age of 14, 15, that's different to me. Mm-hmm. I feel like, because it's like, yeah, I get it. Like, I think sometime around like the age of 13 to 14 is where kids are getting sexually interested or they're curious. But I think
that's when your nuts drop.
Right. So maybe it should be then. I think the moment that you're able to like
when
puberty or reproductively, just puberty. Yeah.
When men, like, I agree with y'all. Is whenever men are able to have children, like conceive children, I should say.
You get a free reversal at 18 or 21.
Or no. You get a free reversal whenever you are able to prove that you are financially stable to take care of your
shit! That's a whole fucking can of worms right there.
Why?
I'm saying, because like that's a real thing.
Yes.
Like that really needs to be a thing, because people will be out like I know this is just kind of derailing, but just like having a kid, that takes a lot of time, commitment, and definitely
you have to put some thought into it.
Right.
You've got these people out here. Like, I was watching this one TV show, and he was like, "I'm the raw dog king." Well, fucker, he's 18, got a little 16-year-old girl pregnant, and like they were trying to have a baby, and they're like, "Y'all are kids yourselves and don't have any fucking clue about life."
Your parents, your mother takes care of you. Now you're about to put a baby on your mother.
Exactly. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, snip that shit until you can provide that you will be
who that is?
A functioning member of society and are able to take care and have put thought into having a child. That's whenever the men can go ahead and have a baby.
So instead of banning abortion, like, put something on men.
Right. Because, like, women, I'm sorry, I don't want to be gatekeeping, I don't want to do anything like that, but like, women, like, you can only have basically one child a year. One child a year, 9 months. Let's say it's a fully, that's it. Men, we can run around here, we can get a different woman pregnant every day.
Nick Cannon?
Oh,
Lord.
Oh, I don't know, I don't. I mean, I know who that is, but I don't know.
Yeah, Nick got a bunch of babies running around.
See? That's what I'm saying. Like, we could...
And he thinks he says it's because he thinks he's dying soon, so he wants his legacy to live on.
Oh, well, you don't think he has enough kids now for the damn legacy to live on?
How many kids does he have?
Like
9?
See, that's stupid shit
and
right
he's
there.
got them all pregnant within the last 3 years.
So basically, your baby's about to not even get a chance to know.
You don't even know your child's. Do you know all your kids' names?
Right. I mean, shit, I can barely remember the people, like, names of people. Hell, I fuck up y'all's names all the time. I mean, so
I
like...
met you yesterday, I don't know your damn name.
Right.
I'll be staring at you.
Do you have the emotional capacity to deal with all these children?
No.
No, not at all. I don't, for damn sure. Not even one.
That's why people be hiring nannies and stuff like that, because then now your kid gets attached to the nanny because
and
that's
your child hates you when you fire her.
Right.
Now.
Right. Or like
you've got an emotional attachment.
You've got these people who do like these TV shows. They've got like 12, 14, 16 kids.
They can't afford to take care of them.
Right. And like they can't afford to take care of them.
You and they're cutting all 14 of their heads in the garage.
Right.
Take them to the barbershop because you're fucking up their hairline.
Or you've got the older kids taking care of the younger kids. And it's just, It's stupid. So that's why I still say, like, leave fucking abortions alone. Cut the fucking men. Hell, I'll sign up. Cut my shit. I don't need it.
Yep. Personally, like a lot of straight guys will be like, I ain't doing that shit. And yeah, that's gonna be your natural instinct to want to think that, but it's the same shit on the other end on the rainbow when you try to tell a woman that you on birth control. I can't fuck raw because you ain't on birth control. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Dudes really be like that.
I know. I talk to them all the time. It's like I make this joke to y'all all the time. And like, my family's got bastard children all over the fucking countryside because my family we fertile and we can't keep our dick in our pants. So, where'd Jalisa go?
Phone call. But yeah, we're getting like lengthy with this topic.
We are,
but
it's just
moral of the story is we're against
banning
abortion.
Right.
So,
just drop down in the comments. Let us know your opinion on it. Please don't come for us because I don't want to be on here arguing.
Everybody has their own thoughts and opinions, but we are here to voice how we feel. So take it as you see it.
Right. With that being said, on to the next topic.
So
kind of related to our previous topic,
so
yes.
Why do you guys feel like people stay in toxic relationships?
They do it for the kids.
They feel comfortable.
That's what they say.
Okay, let's take the kids out of the equation.
They feel comfortable. They feel like they know that person.
That's all they know, or
yeah. Especially if you've been in a long-term toxic relationship. It's like, yeah, I like the good sides of you, but the bad sides are horrible.
Right, but I'm gonna just still deal with them. You think that you have, or they think that they have invested too much time into the relationship to be able to go out there and get someone else. Hell, somebody else probably don't even want them, but they're used to the toxic traits. So now it's kind of like, I'm gonna just deal with it because you're here and I don't got time to meet somebody else.
Because they don't want to be
Or they don't want to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true, and that's where the toxicity comes into effect because they're blowing down their phone, door, whatever, or I left my toothbrush over there. Type energy,
I left my brush.
Me, I don't even have no hair. You don't even have no hair. What you mean you left the brush?
In the mailbox.
It's a bag hanging from it.
Bye.
Or, and I've met people, let's just use that term, met people who they'll be married and they will not get a divorce because, going back to the previous topic, religious reasons they will not get a divorce.
That's another thing. Like,
right.
Don't be in secret in love with me, bitch. Love me out loud.
Right. It's like they said, well, like, there was a friend of mine, Oh, okay. They live on separate floors of their house.
Not separate floors.
Separate floors. She lived downstairs, he lived upstairs. Then it got to here. It gets even better. They got to the point they were selling their home. They bought separate houses.
Oh.
Still married, separate houses. And she had her house, he had his house. Stayed married for...
At that point, it's because we're too lazy to separate everything. We don't want to be separate. We want to keep our finances the same. We want to work as a team, but not be together.
Well, not even that. It was essentially what I was told was that I don't want to be one of those people whose marriage failed.
It is.
It's failed.
It's over. Y'all are in different houses.
Yeah, like you're not even living together anymore.
Yeah,
but yet you don't want to get a divorce.
That doesn't sound that. Yeah, nothing about that sounds like a constructive marriage at all.
No.
Yeah, define a marriage to begin with.
I mean, I kind of understand though because I hate having people in my personal space. So if I could have a house and be married, I would want to live on the other wing of the house.
No.
Like, stay away from me. Well, maybe we can chill.
Just get a breeze with it.
Well, it's funny you say that. Whenever Tim Burton and his wife, I love her. She's in all of his movies. I cannot think of her name right now. It's the woman who played. We all know Harry Potter, right?
Right.
The woman who played the crazy lady with the hair.
Oh.
The one who was like who died was like, get away from her, get away from not my daughter, you bitch. What was her name?
Bellatrix.
Yeah, the actress who played Bellatrix was married to Tim Burton. They had separate houses, and they were connected by a breezeway. And like, because she was like, he's too messy and dirty. I don't want to live with him.
Yeah, like I don't want anybody invading my personal space. Like I want to be able to do what I want, live by myself in a way, but be married.
Right, but at the same time, these people I'm talking about, like, they had opposite houses on opposite ends of town. Okay, like
to kind of like bring it back into like just my personal thing is. Sorry, I'm trying to like kind of bring it in. I think some people usually in a toxic relationship, one person's usually hanging on, one's letting it go, and one, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, let me say from my personal experience, like, one person lets go and they come back, and the other person lets go and they come back, and it just becomes like a teeter-totter effect.
Right.
Of staying and going and just like trying to convince the other person to.
And most times it's not even staying or going, it's tit for tat. Like, I'm going to do this and see what you do, and then you're going to do this.
And I got to get you back.
Right.
Yeah.
Draining.
Exactly. It's like, it shouldn't be that. Like, relationships are going to have their ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, whenever you get to that point where it's like, you're being vindictive, like,
when it feels like you're tolerating that person and not loving them, I feel like it's time to cut the cord.
I like that. When you feel, I like that.
Toleration.
When I feel like you're tolerating instead of loving. I like that.
That is a very
Personal
like line. Yeah. You're just like, why am I even here with you?
Right. Like, you start questioning everything. Like, do I really like you?
Right.
I don't like you as a person, but I tolerate you because I love you.
Right, I know people that's in relationships and marriages and shit that act like they don't like each other, but yet there y'all go, still together.
Because you leached enough. Like technically, I've seen one leech. I'm seeing the leech, and then I'm seeing the. You could be doing something.
The host.
Thank you.
The host and the leech.
The host and the leech.
The dog and the flea.
There you go. Because once they get embedded in there, they ain't going nowhere.
Right. Burn his fucking head off.
Period.
Oh, that was a quick one because we all pretty much.
And this is what I enjoy about our podcast, because like we all, most of the time, we agree on pretty much everything. Yeah. There have been a couple of times I still say tax the coochie.
So
We're not taxing the coochie.
we taxing the coochie.
We're not taxing the coochie.
yeah, we would like to know what
Sorry,
you guys
babe.
think about why you feel people stay in toxic relationships, whether that's personal experience or somebody else's outside looking in. Let us know in the chat.
Right. I mean, like I said, maybe we're wrong. If we are,
No, we're right now.
defend it.
I'm definitely
We're right.
I mean, you never know.
Say what I said, bitch.
Somebody might put a comment in there that's like, okay.
It's valid. It's a valid argument. But
Right.
either way, we're not.
I'm still like that wrong.
Right.
Right.
I'm like, okay, thank you for the comment.
Delete.
I'm gonna like
Wrong.
it. All
I
right.
disagree with you, but there you go.
Right.
Good for you getting it out there.
All right, y'all. That wraps up another episode of Triple P&J. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on so you can receive notifications when we post new content. Guys, good night.
Bye.